As Bobi Wine was campaigning in MAKINDYE, we saw goons in civilian clothes being protected by the police as they were planning chaos on Bobi Wine's supporters. Bobi Wine even had an audacity to tell the commander that goons were being protected by the police, and the commander never yielded. In fact, he hesitated.
Look at the criminals inside those cars. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have no number plates. They have criminals inside. They're being commanded by the police and the military. Come and touch us.
Kuliko omupoliisi gwasonzeemu olukongolo yaba yeetegereza ebigenda mu maaso kyokka n'ono ng'akanya kimo kumugamba avuga aveewo.
We are seeing the reality. I am saying you are a criminal. I am saying you are brought guns to beat people.
The road is open. Why are you stopping?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Why are you stopping?
Because I'm showing you crime. I am.
Let's move. The road is open. Can you drive and go?
That is Bobi Wine. In an election where police and the army is deployed to fight politics, to fight politicians, you clearly see that we have the reason as to make these videos, but also we have a reason to fight for our democracy. So the purpose of this video, I've come to show you how the regime is in panic to an extent of using armed personnel to settle political scores, what it means for our country, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, every time Bobi Wine goes out to campaign, we see the army and the police involved in a brutal manner. In MAKINDYE, they had to force him use only 3 parishes. Yet in campaigning, in fact, I emphasize on this one, this evidence must be used to nullify this election in case in the most likely event, Museveni wins. You cannot tell me that I come in a division which has 23 parishes and you only limit me to 3 parishes. That cannot happen. I must be free to campaign anywhere, including markets. The only places where I cannot campaign are gazetted places like army barracks, hospitals. At least there I need some clarification. But other places I must. To see police officers and goons in civilian clothing wanting to settle political scores, it is so unfortunate. In fact, here is a tape when the goons were being spotted by Bobi Wine's team. Here is the tape.
Zizo, Roni, Noah, zirimo abakutemiko, ziriko namba plate ziwishi, zona zizo, zina namba plate bonna babo besabise balaba. Bonna babo besabise muziraba. Zizo. Zona Zizo, Uganda, our motherland. Tezina number plate. Afande muhomoza. Bali abantu abakutemeko. Kubagazachi mulena bulali bali mubanga.
So that is when the goons were being spotted. And when the Afande was asked, Afande came out to say that Mubagazachi, saying that you leave them alone as we are planning chaos. To see that there was some fictitious things going on. You cannot tell me that I'm going to a rally and people following me are masked, protected by the regime, is akin to what used to happen during Kayikura's time. You would use militias. But for me, I keep on telling people that all governments which fail act this way. They tend to use militias. Not knowing that when time comes, the same militias being used are the same people who turn against government. The beauty of trying to use injustice to settle a political scores is when the injustice clamps back, it starts with you. In Sudan, Omar al-Bashir used to use Janjaweeds. They're the same people who turned against him to an extent of overthrowing him. It is the reality. Gaddafi also had a militia. It is the same militia that was used. So I keep on telling people that as we near a transition, I'm telling you as night follows, these militias, before they even go for Chagwan, they will go for those in the government. And I feel bad that people don't understand this. The way how dictators across the world fall is always the same way. When power is slipping away, they tend to use the same tactic. I don't know why. In fact, even Chagwan had this to say. Here is the tape. So that is when Bobi Wine was telling the commander, Seguya, that what he does is wrong. And these policemen know what they are doing is wrong. Those are legal orders. They are protecting criminals. And they don't know that this can be used against them either to sanction or take them to jail. Because this is evidence. A clip will be brought out and telling you that as a commander, you were told that there are goons in the car. What did you do when the goons beat up people and will sweat plasma as they take you to prison? And the regime that you want to protect, some of them will be running away to Switzerland and America because they have houses there. These people have homes everywhere across the world. So for me, I feel bad whenever I see that our port is being settled by the military and those people who have influence, who have a voice, are keeping quiet. This is a sign of backwardness. This is a sign of panic. This is a sign of lack of support. Because trust me, if I'm stronger than anyone, I can fight him anywhere, anytime. If General Museveni thinks that he's strong politically, he shouldn't have deployed the army. He would have looked for votes because he would be rest assured that he was going to win, like he did to Semoge in 1996. But facing Chagwan, he knows the danger because he's so separated from the realities. 8 years, he doesn't know what's going on. Even the succession to his child, he's not sure that he will be successful because Moses Kagame is incompetent. He cannot handle politics. So they are resorting to violence. They are resorting to brutality to handle politics and transition, which, by the way, will take our country to a new bloodbath, which I don't want, because Uganda is the only home we have. Uganda is where we're going to be buried, but the politicians are making it impossible. Of course, that's my opinion. Truly, Mr. Makindye. I will see you on another one. Peace.